Hello everyone and welcome to a beautiful video here on your Mad Bros. I believe this is episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, sorry if I got that wrong, of the Give Me a Break series, our new Skyrim series that started just the start of this December, where we go and try to make Skyrim lag as much as possible by spamming the entire map with as many items as we find. As you can see by my character, we are completely without anything on us. This is because I have started a new stash. I have bought Breeze Home. This is what we're currently looking at the minute. We're level 14. I've been playing it a fair bit. Level 14, I've mainly just been going down one-handed, heavy armor and block. All my actual gear is pretty much just neatly stored away in here. I've got the minute just fine steel armor. I'm rocking some pretty good stuff, but in here is the actual chest. I just want to see how much we're talking if I take it all out. 425, okay, that's how much we're working with today. So, let us give Faendal the slightly heavier stuff.
What do you want me to carry?
At the minute, Faendal is just carrying the essentials. Except for that, I'll take that. But yes, we're going to give him primarily just the really heavy stuff, or at least just enough to make us be able to sprint again. So we are going to give him... what could we give him? I guess we could just give him all these cast iron pots. Just nice, easy stuff to remember. Give him all these cast iron pots, and then give him all these ingots, all these ores, what weighs a load? Kells, yeah, they weigh loads. Give him all of those, just give him all these plates. What else weighs a load? 20 tankards. Come on, we're almost there. Almost there, almost there. Come on, get down low enough that I can actually move with some kind of haste.
Let's get going then.
There we go. 329 stuff on me, about 100 and some on Faendal. Let us go add this to the pile. If you guys are new to the series, pretty much the gist of it is we are dropping as many items as we can in Riverwood, and we are going to slowly expand until we have covered the entire map. That will obviously take 100 episodes, so it's not going to be the entire map. We'll probably just pick specific chunks. I am taking requests, so if you guys have any specific items or specific areas, like if you want to see me drop loads of books in the library in the college you went to hold, or if you want to see me drop maybe just loads of just swords in a blacksmith or something, just specific items in specific areas, that kind of thing. But at the minute, we are just dropping stuff at this general area. As you can see, there are already loads of items here. If we go up here, there is just loads of items here. They have been pushed off here and are spanning. They kind of go like under here, quite a lot down there. I have been seeing quite a few pots and buckets and stuff slowly starting to flow upstream, which is good. I think this episode we may... I did say I wanted to go around here, but I kind of also want to start going slightly nearer to the water, but I don't know. I'm trying to think where it'd be better. I'd say this bridge would be quite good because people would be kind of walking on it all the time and kind of kicking stuff more further that way. But I think just wherever gets in the way or wherever looks good, I'm trying to think the best. To be fair, I want to just put stuff here for now. Let's just do a quick little short dump here. Just dump the weapons and some of the armor in this general area here. There's also a lot of expensive stuff here, like necklaces and things like that. There you go, drop all those there. There you go, a nice new pile there. Let's go a bit more this way. This will be a very interesting episode. Then again, I may go and get more piles this year. I don't actually know when this episode will end. It's just... Uh-oh, I dropped too many wines at once there. Oh, that's not good. The problem we do have like 20 odd of certain items, so we will have to drop them individually until it lets us spam drop. Right, let me quickly grab... Oh no, I don't remember what it was that had a load in. Was it the pots? Oh dear. Stuff's already starting to float downstream. It was the outer wines, wasn't it? Yes, of course. This dual shock is currently broke. Down the D-pad doesn't work, and if you see me screwing around with the inventory a bit, it's because down the D-pad doesn't... It does a bit, like, but it doesn't work massively, and every so often it'll just stop working and I'll have to wait a little bit before it lets me click down the D-pad again. Let's drop these cabbages. Appears to be dropping it. I prefer down the D-pad so much more. I will be getting hopefully a new control with either for Christmas or with the money I get for Christmas. I will hopefully be getting a new controller. Yeah, just generally because this one is quite hard to use with the down the D-pad. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted. stuff to start spewing that way, just because now stuff will flow up there and I'll be seeing it just all over Skyrim, just getting flowing until the stream ends. Alright, let's start going this way a tad. Try and cover this whole chunk here with food. Spam drop all this stuff here. A full 7 node meat, 16 potatoes, that will take quite a while to drop. Okay, let's take 16 potatoes. I hope for the next Elder Scrolls, or if there's a mod or something, I don't like to mod, but a mod that just lets you speed drop from a whole stack. I know that's a very specific mod, but just mash square without needing to do individual ones, because I want to drop just a room full of spending money in the game. That's always something I've really wanted to do, but I just can't be bothered dropping individual bits of money. That would take way too long. I like doing it with apples and stuff because they roll really easily on that. The slightest little tap, they do roll. So I do like doing it with stuff like that. Sacks of flour, these are quite big. When we get to the mist, that's when stuff's going to really start hitting the fan. Because there was obviously like big cast iron pots, there's cauldrons, there's plates, there's all that stuff. The food is typically quite small items like cheese and sweet rolls and wine, but it is obviously having a knock-on effect. There we go, we are spreading the wonderful, joyous, just pile of garbage. Books, I have brought a fair few books, and then the misc. Oh, I love the misc accent. Okay, got a slight lag spike there, probably because that's much bigger items. To be fair, this bit doesn't have as much on as I would prefer, so let me just start dropping some stuff around here. Corundium ingots, or corundum ingots. I like how it forms a nice perfect ring around you. We've got corpse, deer hides. Oh, this is going to be a big bit. The hides especially, I've been trying to pick up every hide of all the animals I kill, just because that will be individual items and will take up way more space. Yes guys, let me know if you do want any specific areas or places. Let me know if you're liking the series. There will be a Skyrim Christmas special coming out, hopefully within a few days, obviously before Christmas, otherwise it won't really be much of a Christmas special. Yes, so that will hopefully be coming out. There should hopefully be either an episode of the Skyrim VR Let's Play or another Borderlands 2 VR video. I've just launched the Christmas special for Borderlands 2 VR where I play through the Marcus Mercenary Day Christmas expansion pack in Borderlands 2 VR for the first time, so you get to see my first impressions of that. Drop a few more of these and drop. Okay, there you go. Beautiful. Most of this is looking like 2 neat circles at the minute, but obviously that will change as more stuff gets kind of like knocked around by people just walking around going about their daily business. And then there we go. Another big pile there. Fane down, my boy.
What do you want me to carry?
Give me... I believe I didn't give you any armor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all I gave you was misc. So allow me just to hoover all the misc from you, my boy. Oh, it's going to be a long drop. Some of those are in stacks of like 28. Girder. You see, look, she's already kicked like alpha wine and stuff down there from the pile that was originally behind there. But I want it to be just covering this bit here. So around this area. 21 iron, I mean, not 21, 22 iron ingots. Oh god, this is going to take a while to drop. Because I do need more ideas for this series. This may get repetitive if I keep doing this every episode. I'm more than happy to do this because I'm actually finding this quite fun, just trying to fill this place. It is actually a lot harder than I originally assumed. I thought Skyrim wouldn't be able to handle that much. So far I'm decently impressed, it can handle a fair bit. Until the items start to move, I'm noticing when I first drop them it lags a little bit and then the game kind of gets used to them being in the world sort of thing. If I was dropping them all in one little tiny room, then I feel like it'd struggle a lot more. And obviously, if you watch the first episode, I think I teased it in the first episode. There was a 30-second or 10-second clip I showed for me playing Skyrim VR where I did this exact same thing. But I literally just dumped my entire inventory into one room and it damn near crashed the game. There you go, some lovely iron ingots there for the people here. Have I read that book yet? Obviously, if I picked it up, I probably have, but yeah, it was just looked like a nice book. What are those? Mud crab legs? It's just such obscure stuff here. Ah, I'm close to being at the end of my first big drop. I think we will do one more 300 drop in this video. Maybe. I'll see how long it gets. And then I will decide if I will do another 300 drop or not. or even a smaller drop. I don't know, 'cause this has taken a while, probably about 10 minutes just dropping this, mainly because they're stacks in like 18 and 20 and stuff. But I do want to get as many videos as I can out before Christmas, because I know I'm not going to be uploading much after Christmas, mainly because I start university back again. Plus, I will be getting a Nintendo Switch around Christmas time, so there'll be a lot of games on that. I really want to play like Smash Bros and stuff like that. So I will be spending most of my time on the Switch, which I have no way of actually recording on the Switch. The PlayStation obviously has its own editing software and ways to record clips, and I'm not entirely sure if the Switch has anything like that, so I don't know how I could record videos on that without actually having to go out and spend a load of money buying actual recording software. But yes, guys, if you are liking the channel though, please do feel free to subscribe. Obviously I'm not going to force you or anything, but if you do like the channel or have any recommendations, please feel free to leave a comment down below or subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more Skyrim, Skyrim VR, Borderlands 2 VR or stuff like that content. We upload relatively regular tips and tricks videos. I've done a few out of the map videos, a few kind of just like how to break the game videos, so if you like stuff like that, obviously this is an entire series on just breaking Skyrim. Hang on, let me just take all this from here and add this to the pile of stuff. Yeah, we've done quite a lot of out the map videos on Borderlands, yeah, and Easter egg videos and stuff like that, but then we also just do normal videos where I just play through the campaign, like the Skyrim VR Let's Play and the Borderlands 2, just playing through bits of the campaign and stuff like that. Let's just grab these sacks of flour and these potatoes. Hang on, let's dump some stuff in the water actually. Let's actually do what I said I was going to do a little bit in this video, just because I want to see where they actually flow to by next video. Obviously they'll flow down, hopefully all the way down. Let's drop some sacks of flour and some potatoes. I think they should hopefully float. I don't think they float now that I'm actually looking at it. Yeah, potatoes just seem to sink. Okay, so we're looking for stuff that actually floats. Does wolf pelt float? Hang on. Wolf pelt floats, yay! Okay, so animal hides float. Yes, I might just dump a load of animal hides kind of in the river. In one of these episodes, just go on a really big hunt across the world. Just dump stuff like that. Let's just put that cabbage in that cauldron. Yes, guys, look at what we have done so far in just 3 short episodes. About an hour and a half overall of footage, and jeez, it looks a lot worse than it did at the start of this episode now, just because it spans all the way around there. Oh, what have I done to this poor town? They did nothing to deserve this. Just piles of clothes there, just... oh, beautiful. Up here is looking a little bit lackluster, just because stuff kind of just tips over the edge, and it is kind of hard to do stuff up here, because obviously just stuff gets knocked around like that. Kind of just plonks into the water, just floats upstream. That's going to go on for a while now. But yes, guys, that is at least it for this part. I don't know if I'm going to be recording more on this episode, but I don't know if I should do the outro now or just wait to see if it's long enough or not. Yeah, I'll probably just wait. Yes, guys, if you are enjoying the series, please feel free to leave a comment down below on anything else you would like to see from the world of Skyrim. And now I will cut to either the outro or to the next short dump or not. Okay, this is looking very good progress so far. I'm loving just the cluster of just cheese and pots and just loads of iron ingots there, and just I want to kind of just toss bits of stuff around just to kind of spruce it up a bit. I don't actually know where that wolf pelt has actually gone. That could actually be quite far upstream by now. The potatoes and stuff are just going to kind of be sitting there, just making the game have more stuff to render. Yes, by the end of next episode, if we don't do it in this episode, I want to have just this bit covered, be done with this top bit, and then start working on either across the bridges or just chucking a load of stuff in the water, just to see what happens. But yeah, I just want this general little island patch to be completely covered. I may jump on top of here and dump a load of stuff just on top of here. Just generally this whole island bit I want to be smothered from head to toe in items, kind of like you see here. And then I feel like Riverwood will start to lag at least a little bit then, or at least drop a few frames. But yes, then I do want to go all the way down to the very end of that stream, drop in a load of items that float, maybe animal pelts, maybe something like that. Maybe I'll go to like one of the hunting shops, try and buy as many hides as I can, strips, stuff like that. I don't actually know what else floats. Like, let's have a quick test here. Do baskets float? I believe they do. Yes, they do. Okay, yeah, so I could just get a lot of baskets. They're quite easy to get your hands on. Do a quick little just dump. Why is the bucket actually stuck to that basket? I've never seen this before. Trams appear to have become one. There you go. Your free bucket. There you go, just let them flow upstream. But yes guys, I'll be cutting out either the outro or the next part of the video. Okay, I've been out and collected more supplies. Let's go and dump all my stuff back in here. Just make sure it's a nice clean dump. That sounds really stupid. Just drop everything in there. Potions don't really need to drop. Just everything. Absolutely everything. Just pour it all in there. Give it all a good old dump. Dush dush. And then we go to this wonderful container and see what we're packing. Okay, 244 more. Fantastic. So yeah guys, I've been playing for a few more hours during the companions, coming closer to becoming a werewolf. Been doing just generally stuff like that. Yeah, so I've gotten a fair bit more stuff to drop. Not a full inventory this time, but is decently near to a full inventory. About 3/4 of a full inventory at a rough guess. But more items is indeed more items. This may be the last episode before Christmas, just because they do usually take about 5 or 6 hours just to get like enough items to fill up a whole video. Since I'm not picking up the heavier stuff, I'm just picking up more of the smaller objects, just so there's more stuff the game has to run doing. Okay, I forgot it's been a day or two since I collected the last load of stuff, so I'm trying to think. I know I want to cover just this bit around here. Maybe that's what I'll cover now. Maybe this bit over here. Maybe more that's done. Just look at this. Just look what we've done in just 3 or 4 episodes. This is just such a cluster. Alright, okay, let's dump some stuff here. So some stuff will start pouring closer now towards the river. Drop these clothes. Some of the food. Let's try and get one nice sturdy ring. Maybe 2. Just stuff like this. Cabbages! These are going to take a bit longer to drop. Is there a quicker way? It's a bit quicker. I've just got to get used to the new sleight of hand. Okay, and drop. Beautiful, more stuff there. Let's move a bit more this way, and I'll drop some stuff here as well. Food's a bit harder to do. Well, it's a lot easier to do, and it's very easy to get your hands on. But the problem is, they're usually circular, like tomatoes and stuff, or generally just stuff that can roll. So it's a bit harder to do this spam, because usually the food tends to just roll into one very big pile, instead of being in like a circle shape, so we fill up more space. Which is also good, because I guess it does also roll down hills and stuff and kind of just explore the map on its own terms. But as you can see, they do tend to just clump and you do get empty patches. But we're trying to cover the map, not literally paint the map, if that makes sense. We're trying to just put stuff everywhere, not put stuff on every square inch, otherwise we would spend just the entirety of the first few episodes in just one room, trying to make sure the room is so full that you can't see anything anymore. Which would crash the game, but that would be way too easy, and we all know the game would not handle much of that, as I have tested it before. I don't really want to make this whole series just crashing this house, crashing that house, crashing this house. I just want to see if I can make the open world lag to the point where this account becomes unplayable. That is the goal. Drop. Okay, that is all of our food. Problem is with that though, it's not very noticeable in the tall grass, but it is still there. Last little patch here. Let's just get this bit down here full of just baskets, buckets, bowls, that kind of stuff. Just drop all these buckets. Now, these are a lot bigger, so oh yeah, I lagged it a bit. Just because they do stuff like that, where what is that? I have never seen that before. They appear to have dropped us one. Yep, I don't know why. Like 4 buckets of just... I'm not moving, as you can see. It's just doing that on its own terms. Like, what is going on there? There are some weird bugs. They're just kind of becoming one basket. Alright, okay, let's just do this little top patch. Drop some stuff there, that's better. There's nothing behind this little bit here. 13 goblets. Okay, let's just bottom mash our way to dropping all these. That's a lot of goblets, dear lord. Jugs, lanterns, linen wraps, petty soul gems, a lot of plates. Let's just drop some of this stuff first. There you go. Boosh. That area there painted, grab those while we're here. That area there is nice and covered with some stuff here. Let's just connect the dots here. Some silver ingots, a handful of ruined books, a skull, some wooden bowls. There we go, I heard the foot of some ingots hitting the floor there. Oh yes, we've not yet done the other side of this yet. Is that Faendale? It is Faendale. Ah yes, I remember that now. We don't actually have Faendale as a follower anymore. I may go get him back now, but I have been using this Dark Elf person you can hire in Whiterun as a follower, because I'd never actually had her as a follower before. I've always kind of walked past her. But I felt it kind of fitting, since I was playing as a Dark Elf this time, to get a Dark Elf as a companion. Just to kind of, you know, us Dark Elves gotta stick together. Sort of thing. Oosh, there we go. Okay, I don't actually think there is anything else I can drop here. Let's just toss that on the pile for good luck. There are obviously a lot of potions and stuff. I may drop those. Yeah, you go, there's some stuff like a spoon, ladle, that kind of stuff's going into the river. There's a bucket that's floated to there. Some stuff may have actually floated now all the way up the stream, the canal, whatever you want to call it. Wow, okay, we've actually painted almost this entire island. Look at that, that is mad. The amount of stuff. Okay, the frame rate isn't actually any lower yet. From what I can tell, there is so many items though. Just look at this. Okay, let's pop some stuff down here. I will actually start dropping some of these potions. I don't really have a need of spending money in this game, since not really anything's going to be bought. So let's just start dropping some of these potions that I don't really want to be using. Cure diseases are useful till I become a werewolf, then obviously you become immune to disease. Stamina potions I don't usually drink for obvious reasons, as you don't really need stamina. It regenerates at a fast enough rate that I don't really feel like you need to hoard loads of stamina potions, so they can go to the pile. To be fair, we're not really doing a mage build much either, and I can always just brew more magic potions. So I don't think I really need magic potions much. Just gonna drop all these in this one spot, just because it's nice and just rounded. Nice little finish. Just drop all my potions that I don't use. Don't really need to increase max health, because I'm not really struggling at the minute. Extra magicka, there you go, and a draught of health. Okay, that is a very expensive pile that I'd probably sell for quite a lot. Well, thank you for saying you want me to die. That's very nice. Let's see how she reacts to just the heap. Oh, look at her, just bravely walking through this pile. Okay, guys, I think that'll be it for this episode, but also generally it for this part of Riverwood. In the next episode, we're probably going to cover just the other half of this little island patch here. Go around there. Or to spruce up, I might just try and hug the water a bit more, just kind of go around the rim of the island, not entirely sure. I do also want to do highly trafficked places as well, like maybe I'll go across and go to like more or less the high street, start doing that kind of area. The Bridgie High Street area. Okay, a lot of stuff has actually flown quite far upstream. I've just noticed quite a lot of stuff has hit up here now. There are some pelts, some pots, that kind of stuff hitting this area. Some stuff may have flown all the way down. I don't actually know. I've not been checking. Ah, yeah, there you go. Well, there's a few pots. I don't know what that is. It looks kind of like a cabbage maybe, and some pelts. What is that? That is a rock wobbler egg. Oh god, is that? I swear that's an ingredient. Let me take that. Well, there you go. Stuff's floating nicely up the stream. There we go. We are slowly but surely polluting Skyrim. So we've achieved quite a lot in a few short episodes. About an hour's worth of episodes, I'd say, so far, and we have utterly painted this bit of Riverwood with items for days. And yeah, just look at that. Beautiful. I can't wait till I literally can just go anywhere and look anywhere in this town, and just stuff will be flowing upstream, stuff will be stuck in that watermill, stuff will be all over this blacksmith, stuff will just be all over these people's houses, and may even try and park onto some of the roofs and stuff like that and just drop stuff on the roofs. Just when I stand at one end of the street, look down, and I can't see the floor leading anywhere up these streets. It's just utter garbage. Yes, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Let me go and get Faendal back. I still prefer Faendal more than almost any follower in Skyrim. He's by far one of my favourite followers, don't ask why. Only problem with Faendal is, well, not with Faendal, with any follower, they don't seem to equip what you want them to equip unless you give them something, like armour-wise. So if I take like his sword off him, he'll put his stuff back on, then I give me his sword back, and then he puts his sword back on. It doesn't really make any logical sense. And Gun, you now have a refined ingot I do require. Please give that back. Mine. There you go. There you go, Faendal. Don't know what you think of this, but I'm actually quite proud of myself. But yeah, that should do it for this episode. I don't know why I'm blanking on the episode number. I believe it is episode 3. But that should do it for episode 3, possibly 4, possibly 2 of the How to Break Skyrim series. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a comment down below of any specific items or places you would like me to try and break in this game by just dumping items anywhere. So if you want me to drop books in the Arcanium book place in the College of Winterhold, I don't know why I'm blanking the name of that. If you want to just see me drop just hundreds of swords in a blacksmith somewhere, just to, you know, pollute his place with an item that actually fits the theme of the area. But yes, I was thinking about just dropping loads of burned books in that library, because his main thing he says is I don't want to see any of these books being treated poorly. So I'm thinking about just going there with just hundreds of burned books and just littering them everywhere, just burned, ruined books, torn books, and just dumping them everywhere. Or just books in general will probably work, just because treating them poorly would also include throwing them on the floor. So just any kind of book, just grab every single book that I see and just dump them on the floor around his place. That'd probably actually be quite good. But yes, guys, that'll do it for this episode. Stay tuned to the channel for Skyrim and Borderlands videos coming frequently, at least 1 to 2 a week. I'm going to try and keep up with that theme. In the new year, I'm getting a massive heap of uni work, so for at least the first few months of the first year of the new year 2020, the upload will probably be once a week. Some weeks maybe not even that, because I am getting a few hundred hours worth of assignment work that I need to be getting on with if I want to actually pass my year of uni. So yes, guys, stay tuned to the channel for Skyrim and Borderlands, both VR and non-VR content. I hope you all enjoyed, but for now, peace. If only I could turn back.